Hey sis, I see you, the strong one, the faithful one, the woman who keeps showing up for everyone else while quietly wondering if anyone still sees her. You can breathe now. You're safe here. I'm Kishea Boyd, the Identity Midwife, and this podcast was created to help you rediscover who you are right in the middle of real life. Here we talk about faith, healing, identity, and the gentle work of becoming. You don't have to fix a thing. Just lean in. You've been located. Hey sis, welcome back to the Identity Midwife podcast. If you've been following along, you already know the journey has been wild in the best way. We talked about the mirror moment. We talked about obedience. We talked about my journey throughout the military. We talked about transformation. And today, we're about to talk about the waiting room. And baby, you do not want to miss what God is about to unfold. So breathe, settle in, because if you're hearing this, the Lord made sure you press play today. This one is intentional. All right, so let's jump right in. This happened after I finally stopped running from my prophetic assignment. Because listen, I was like, that's not me. Lord, I'm not prophetic. You're not talking to me like that. Like, no. And he was like, yes, I am. I'm talking to you. And so he was very clear with me. So one day I was just sitting, minding my business. And I was in this place. I was just chilling. And suddenly the Lord showed me a vision. And the vision was of a waiting room. And I'm like, why am I seeing a waiting room? Now, I'm not a nurse. I don't work in healthcare. I don't even like being around hospitals. Like, why am I seeing this waiting room? And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't catch on to it right away. Maybe I'm a little slow. I was like, what in the world? But the vision didn't go away. It stayed. So this was the open door, an empty room. And I'm looking in to this waiting room. And if you could just visualize some empty chairs, say 12 empty chairs. No one is standing at the door. No one's calling names out. So, when you go to a doctor's appointment that, someone is normally standing at the door with a clipboard, calling the people calling their name. Hey, Mrs. Smith, you can come back. And so when he showed me that, I was like, why are you showing me this waiting room? And basically he was showing me that they're not moving forth or they're not even in the waiting room because no one's there to call them forth. Kishea Boyd, the Identity Midwife, is not standing in the gap. She is not standing in the doorway. She's not standing in position of where I called her to be. And so I'm like, wow. And I said, Lord, what does this mean? And he's like, they aren't coming because you are not calling them forth. Now that hit me right in the spirit. It hit me hard because remember, for so long, the enemy tried to steal my voice, tell me that I wasn't important, tell me that no one was wanting to listen to anything I had to say. So just keep your mouth shut. And so I believed that lie for a long time. So when I got this vision, of course, I've been healed from that. I've grown through that. So when he showed me that, I was ready. In that moment, I didn't feel like I was ready, but I was ready. And he said, you are the one I assigned to call the women forth. You are the one that I assigned to call her forth. And so I just had this epiphany, like, what do I do now? Now, let me make this clear because I've said this a million times. I don't midwife babies. I'm not a midwife in that sense. I midwife butterflies. This is metamorphosis work. This is cocoon work. This is transformation work. This is identity work. And so when you think about a caterpillar becomes unrecognizable to its former self. And that's exactly what happens when a woman encounters God for real. If your heart's been heavy, if you've been searching for clarity or peace, I invite you to pause. Encounter coaching is a one-on-one space where you can lay it all before Jesus and let him speak. Every encounter is different, but the outcome is always the same: freedom, healing, and truth. Take the time. Give yourself this moment with the Father. The link is in the show notes. And the Lord showed me that what he placed inside these women, the crystals I like to call the joys. So two of the women avatars that the Lord has called me to, I like to call them, one is crystal and one is joy. And the one that's listening right now, the crystals, the joys, is already in them. I don't create anything. He does. So what I do is help them stay in him long enough to see themselves, to have that spiritual mirror moment where they go, oh my goodness, this is the woman I've never seen before. Now that's transformation. That's metamorphosis. That's the butterfly. And he told me, call them forth. They're ready to emerge. So one day, God wanted to prove it to me. I was talking to this woman, not coaching her, just talking. We were wrapping up, then the Lord whispers, ask her about her relationship with me. And I'm like, no, sir, I am not. She gonna think I'm crazy. And we almost at the end of the session. Like, no, we've been talking for long enough. And he says, ask her. So I said, hey, how's your relationship with Jesus? And sis, she looked at me. She froze like someone had stopped time. Her face said everything. And I knew the Holy Spirit was about to do surgery. She began to open up. She shared her pain, her anger, her loss, the deep stuff, the stuff she kept buried, the stuff that she didn't think that she can open up and tell anybody about. How did I know? She asked. How did you know? And the Lord let me minister to her, not from me, but through obedience, through compassion, through calling forth who she really was. And she said, how did you get through to me? Nobody has been able to reach me for years. And I knew this is who I am. This is what I'm called to do. This is the butterfly assignment. Now, your waiting season was not punishment. Let me talk to you real quick, daughter of God. You might feel like you've been in a holding pattern, a delay, a spiritual timeout, but your waiting room was not punishment. It was preparation. The right person had to be standing at the door to call you forth. God is very intentional. He does not put you in a situation or around people that don't have the instructions that he's given you. And so he hid you because he needed intimacy with you. He needed your foundation to be strengthened. He needed you to know his voice, not the world's. He needed you to heal. He needed the cocoon to do its work. Butterflies are transformed in hidden places. You weren't being held back. You were being changed. And now, just like Romans 8:19 says, creation is waiting for you to emerge. Now, let's be real. Let's not get it twisted. There was days where I wanted to quit too. There was the days where I did not think I was the right person, that I didn't have what it takes. Workshops with zero attendance. Nights I said, Lord, nobody wants to hear me. Seasons where insecurity whispered louder than purpose. But every time, every single time, God sent someone to say, what you said shifted my life. You broke something off of me. Your obedience rerouted me back to God. And I knew I cannot shrink. I cannot silence myself. I cannot stay in my own cocoon because my emergence unlocks someone else's. And sis, so does yours. I see you in the car, tears forming, in your bed clutching a pillow, at your desk pretending to work, running errands, wherever you are. But your heart is thumping because you know I am talking to you. You feel the pull. It resonates with you. You feel God saying, this is for you. Now hear me clearly. Look at me like we're sitting across from each other at Olive Garden with breadsticks on the table. This is your moment. I am calling you forth, woman of God. I am calling you forth. I am calling forth all the crystals of the world, the wounded worshiper, the one who's been running on empty, the one who feels unseen even when surrounded, the one who loves God but feels so far from him, the one who's afraid to step because fear keeps pulling her back, the one who's tired of being strong when she's breaking on the inside, the one who wonders, am I too late? Am I too old? Did I miss my moment? The one who scrolls endlessly looking for something that feels like her. I am calling you forth. There's something inside you God needs in the earth. Something powerful, something holy, something heaven breathed. Only you can bring it forth. Nobody else. You are not disqualified. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are exactly who God says you are. And it is time to emerge. In one of our next episodes, we're bringing a woman forth. A woman who will talk about mother-daughter wounds, father-daughter wounds, the stuff we don't talk about in church, the stuff that shaped us, hurt us, silenced us, and the God who heals it all. And sis, if anything in your spirit is saying, this is me, she is talking to me. If you know you are one of the women God showed me in that waiting room, then don't wait. Don't hesitate. Enrollment is opening. Locate is coming. 12 seats, 12 women ready for metamorphosis. 12 women ready to rise. Check the show notes. Get on the waiting list. Move now, not later. Later becomes next year, and God is calling you now. Daughter, rise. Come forth. Spread your wings. You are not who you used to be. And if you read 1 Samuel 10:6, you will become a different woman. And sis, you have been located. Thank you for listening to episode 5 of the Identity Midwife podcast. I love you, I'm praying for you, and I'll see you in the next episode. You have been located. Before you go, take one more breath. The same God who shaped you still sees you. Every scar, every tear, every win. Nothing about your story is wasted. If today spoke to your heart, share it with another woman who needs a reminder that she's not alone. And when you're ready to go deeper, everything you need is waiting for you in the show notes. Until next time, I'm Kishea Boyd, the Identity Midwife, and daughter, you've been located.